out for an evening walk tonight. Why not? Why not switch things up? I haven't been out in this time of night in a long time, even when it was lighter out. So, switching her up. Of course, you got a whole bunch of people. I had one that was, as I was coming up the street there, he had his lights going, his sirens. Like solely just meant for me, right? So, hey, do what you gotta do. I bet you the attempt to come visit tonight because I did have a curfew from 10 to 5. It got lifted like a week and a half ago. So, but they were still coming like right up until the bitter end. I know that they get a delay in it, so they say, because they know everything that happens with me even before I know, because I didn't even expect it that day. So, yeah, it was lovely. But here we are, the night walk. Sorry about the focus of it and everything. Yeah, you can still see some fall colors on the trees. You know, it's doing my thing. And I kind of just put it in my head I was going to do this later on. Actually, I was going to do it a little bit later, but I thought, by that time I'll be settled. I don't feel like going out. So I'll just go now. Go for a brief walk, go around, get some air. I love it when I get air. You know, smell the leaves and everything. Fall weather, it's beautiful. But they still, I knew that they would come to Joe's, and I didn't feel like doing it. Okay, Sarah, Sarah. They gotta do what they gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do. Peaceful night. God bless everybody. Remember what I said. Even your CBAs, community-based agents, surveillance role players, aka gang stalkers. You got to bless them too, right? Because they will come up. And we got to take her here. Come out just as I'm about to cross this corner. He's got a clear way to go. He could have ran, but they do that purposely. He's just sitting there, right? HNS 966. So you see clearly back here, it was like this. And he's going to make a right over this street, and he's waiting for me to cross the path. That's what they do. They wait. This is they get instructed to do certain things. Sorry if you didn't see me as well right now, but they get instructed to do that over here this time. Even at home, they're told to uh, come upstairs at a certain time, cross my path at a certain time, even in the cough and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. I can't even. Even when you're going to the bathroom, they gotta document all that stuff too, right? They're doing a good job for the community. Yeah, it's narcissism at its finest. Is basically what it is. But you know, they a lot of them they really don't have much going on in their life, and you are their excitement, and their entertainment, and your everything. They obsess about you. They really, really do. Like I hear them all the time at home, and oh, he's doing this now, he's doing that. It's like a play-by-play of everything that I'm doing. Obviously, they're seeing into the room and everything that I'm doing in real time. Doesn't bother me. I know that. I've known that for the longest time. When I was at the hotel, when I was at another location, when I was, I always had eyes on me, no matter what. I really started noticing it 2022 when I was working for CMHA in Truro, and I lived in Truro. And but I was drinking heavily at the time, and I wouldn't react well to it. I was just getting drunk. And I thought, well, they were pretty. That was pretty amped up there because it's a smaller town. But seemed that when I went off on my drunk spiels, they kind of just tapered back a little bit because I think they expected me to do something. And it's kind of like these townhouses over here. They usually got somebody walking the dog, walking alone, doing their thing, nonchalant. Again, color coordinated, all black, same color blue, same color red. Must do what master tells me. Can't think for myself. And it's supposed to have some kind of significance to me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Personally, I don't really wear red that much. I wear black, gray, and that kind of stuff, and I have the occasional blue, more navy blue. But any which way, I got the colors are there. You get lost going through that rabbit hole. But basically, it's supposed to ignite a fear response, right? Red, alert, beware, stop. Even with the safety jackets, that's caution, beware. You know what I mean? Like, but their playbook is worn out, and they keep redoing the same tactics. It's a definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you expect different results. Well, what they're doing is insanity. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And that's their playbook. They actually, people have read the targeted individual handbook online. They have it online. And I think it was from a book called Bright Lights on Bright Shadows. There's a lady, a doctor, who actually seen the inside of this program. She exposed a lot of it. And she said there's even a targeted person handbook. You know? So at first I didn't believe it, but like when I read it a little bit carefully, some of the lingo, well, most of the lingo, is stuff that how they talk, right? Because you don't really ever have a normal conversation with these people. It's always scripted and it's always the same thing. You know, I get up in the morning. Hope you didn't wake you last night. Pretty nice day out today, isn't it? Huh. Well, I'm gonna go outside now. You know, and then you're not responding the way that they think that you will. They're just kind of stating the obvious. It's like, it's nice out today. Yeah, it's cold out today. Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, do you want me to go into the big spiel about it? Because it's disingenuous and it's not real. You know, and they'll throw certain things out in conversations, or just as you're coming into the room, you'll catch the tail end of something, and you're meant to hear that, right? Same playbook, you know. Because like a lot of the people that execute this stuff, I'm not saying they're dumb, but they're so reliant on that playbook. Or I should call it playbook, but their tactics handbook. They're so reliant on it that they don't know what else to do with themselves. Even when you have conversations with people and stuff like that. I remember one time I went to the high grade. It's out in Dartmouth. But anyways, I went to get cigarettes, and the guy was still in my wheelchair. He comes up to me. He's talking with me, and he starts talking about alcohol. He's like, you know what that's all about? And I didn't say anything to him. But, he's saying to me, I know that you have problems with alcohol. You know, like they throw in little dates and stuff like that. And you just have to learn to maneuver around it. But one thing is they think that you are so predictable. But really, they are way more predictable than you are. You can always tell what they're going to say before they even say it after a while. And you can tell when they don't know what to say or how to respond when you respond back. Because you're not doing it negatively or physically or something like that. They're thrown. They're like, they don't know what to say. Anywho, see already the Tim Hortons parking lot here. I got the bright light in the background. They got the sirens going on in the background. There's that much stuff going on in Lower Sackville. Come, somebody right there, right ahead of me. Like they do. Like this is the time of night when you get the lazy asses who just sit in their car and do nothing except report back. Yes, master. No, master. Mm-hmm. I follow orders. Gooder. Yeah, we got the little tricks and tips and all that kind of bullshit. Let's see, there's two here. In there. Well, at the end there. They leave their lights on so that you know that's who they are, right? Probably pull out after me or go through the drive-through or do some kind of nonsense, right? Oh, another one with his lights off. Yeah, it's probably the older ones, the handlers, the old white dudes, the old white dudes and the old white ladies sit in their car conveniently on their phone. We'll stop in for a minute and then I'm going to head back out.